Hi, my name is Jessica Walker. I am the happy mom and your confidence maven and confidence teacher. And I am here to share with you 7 tips on how to build your own empire as a mom. All right. So, tip number 1 is to learn. All right, get out there and attend some workshops, go to some webinars, attend some webinars online, go to some workshops physically, attend some virtual conferences as well. Everything, it's all about who you know and who you're in contact with, and getting that information from people that have already been there. Someone that's already been in your situation previously can offer you some tips so that you don't have to make the same mistakes they made, or also just provide you with some resources, worksheets, things to that effect that you may be able to take and tweak to your own liking. So there's no need to reinvent the wheel at all. I'm not talking about plagiarizing, but there's no need to reinvent the wheel. If you can get out there and find someone that has already done what you want to do and can provide you with the tips and the resources to do it, then why not? There's a wealth of information on the internet, and it's up to you to get out there and grab it, right? It's all yours, it's available. Number 2 is to build, to plan and strategize. Sit down and write down where you want to be, what you want to do, and write down the steps to help you get it. How are you going to get there if you never get started, right? So sit down and write them out and use our SMART goals. All right. Our SMART goals are the specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time related. Yes, I had to read that because I couldn't remember what the SMART goals were all at one time. So I had to jog those down a little bit. So anyhow, get ready and utilize the SMART goals, because the SMART goals are powerful, they're useful, and I've used them in daily life. And yes, I still have to refer to my notes to remember what the SMART goals are. So utilize your SMART goals. And number 3 is connection, community, network. Get out there. Like I said, attend webinars, attend workshops, and actually introduce yourself to others. Mama's Confidence, what I'm building here, is a resource. It's a source of information. We will be attending workshops. We'll be broadcasting live via Periscope from those workshops, as well as posting those workshops later from a point of view of the participant. And we're going to get out there, and I'm going to shake some hands and kiss some babies, and other than my own, and get out there and introduce myself to others. I want that for you as well. And I have another video that I'll post up here soon as well, about taking your child with you. Most of the time in the line of work that we're in, if you're a coach, if you're an author, if you're a speaker, if you have a message on your heart and it's placed on your heart because God wants you to share it with the world, and wants you to share your experience that may possibly help someone move forward, and what we're here to do is to serve, then you have to get out there. You have to get out there, and most of the time you don't have a babysitter. I was just speaking to um, my co associate here today, and she was telling me that her nanny just up and quit and told her that she'll be gone next week. And what do you do? So most of the time you have to take your kid along with you, and that's totally fine. I've taken my daughter along with me, and if you go to my Twitter handle at Y'all Speaks, you'll see my daughter there, and it's just actually opened up some dialogue. It's been wonderful, actually, because I am a breastfeeding mother. I don't always have the time or the resources available to go out and try to find someone to keep my kid, and I don't want to miss out on any opportunity. So I have to take her along with me. It is what it is, and I've actually gotten some great feedback about it, as well as I've made some great connections and some lifetime connections because I've taken my daughter along with me on the ride. So get out there and network, make some connections, like some pages, follow some people on Twitter that you feel a relation to. Um, I'm starting here. I'm starting with this video podcast, and it may not be for everyone, but that's okay. I totally understand. Mama's Confidence is just about getting out there and getting started, right? I have this big old gap in my teeth, which I do not plan on fixing because it's a piece of my heritage. It comes from my father. It doesn't bother me at all anymore. Used to have a problem with it, but that's okay. Moving forward, I'm okay with it, and I want everyone else to be okay with it as well. It's not about the gap in my teeth, the bridge of my nose, my eyebrows being on flick. It's about Jessica Walker and who Jessica Walker is as a person. And I am, number one, a woman, and then number two, a mom. And number three, I'm an advocate. So I'm going to get out there and do what I need to do and have the confidence in myself to let others see me shine because it's my birthright. So I got a little bit off task there, but that's okay. And number five is to stay focused, which I just didn't do. That's okay. I want to be able to build a relationship with my community, with my followers, and with my colleagues. So number five is to stay focused. What I do and what I utilize every day as a mom is a to-do list. I wouldn't be anywhere, nor would I remember anything if I did not have my to-do list. So I heard a broadcast before that said that you should do a to-do list with only three things for your business. But what I'm going to tell you, for me, because I'm an overachiever, is five. I do five things for my business, and then I write down, of course, all of my other tasks that I need to take care of as a mom. And those five things can be as simple as, make sure I post on Facebook, make sure I post on Twitter, make sure that I write down a chapter for my book or 2 pages for my book. Little simple things that will, be your stepping stones to creating your empire. So, and I go into a little bit more of an explanation via our webinar. So I will tell you a little bit about that after I get done here. So what number am I on? I'm on number 4. So number five is market yourself. Get out there and get started and do it now. Get started, market yourself, build a community. Post on Facebook, build a Facebook page so that you can start to build a community around things that interest you and what your, either if you're a coach, speaker, author, whatever specific, title you give yourself, however you're serving others. Get out there and start a Facebook page so that you can have others follow you. Start a Facebook group as well. Or you can also, if you don't have a Twitter yet, I know a lot of people were saying Twitter's going out. Well, with Periscope coming into play, Twitter is coming back up, y'all. So start a Twitter page and follow others, build a community and market yourself and get out there and just be yourself, just the same way that I am right now. I'm kind of silly, goofy, and that's okay. And whoever is into that will be into it. And the people that aren't, then I'll see you on the other side of happiness. It's okay. It's all good. So if you like, you can like this page here because I'll be posting this onto my Happy Mom page and as well as my Mama's Confidence page. You can like our page here. You can go to our Twitter at Y'all Speaks, and I'm getting off topic as well. So let's get back to number 6, which is be grateful. 7 tips on how to build your own empire as a mom is you have to be grateful is tip number 6. So just be grateful that you are here, that you're breathing, that you're alive, that God has given you that message that is deep and within your heart and have a spirit to give out to others and to help others. So that's ultimately why we're here. All right. So listen to God when he's speaking to your heart. I know most of the time, especially as mothers, we get so distracted with all of the tasks and the to-do list that we have to do for others that we don't take that time out for ourselves. So make sure that you do that you are mindful and that you take some time out to do what's really important to you in your business as well as in your personal life. So then number 7 is to have faith. Have faith that God has placed you with this message for a reason. He's placed it inside of your heart for a reason, and listen to it. Most of the time, and a majority of the time, I'll tell you, even for me personally, the distractions of life and distractions of the world choke out God's message. And I start to doubt myself and I start to have limiting thoughts. Don't do that to yourself. Get out there, get started today. Take your baby with you if you need to, if you don't have a babysitter, and let nothing come between what God has placed in your heart and the message he's given to you that you need to give out to the world and in order to serve others and for them to live their best possible lives and for you to live yours as well. So have faith, believe. Number 8, I know that I told you there was only 7, but guess what? I had to throw in an extra one because as mothers, we always need a little bit extra, right? We are so busy cheerleading for everyone else, and usually we feel like the stands are empty when it's time for us to get out on the field. But I shared a message yesterday on Periscope that guess what? There is someone in those stands cheering for you, and it's not one and only God. God is cheering for you. Every time you do something good, every time you're living in accordance with your passion, with your plan, then God is in those stands cheering for you. When it looks like it's empty, we all know by living a life as faithful women and as faithful mothers of the word, we all know, right? You don't have to see it to believe it, right? He's there. He's there cheering us on, clapping, going, "You go, mom. Go out there." And that's why I created that little mantra motto of "You go, mom," is to get out there and get started. So number 8 is to take care and celebrate you, right? So if you need to take some moment out into Zen and have mindfulness, or if you just want to do the awesome pose, because I love the awesome pose, do the awesome pose to yourself as a mom. It doesn't have to be the awesome pose. It can just be the mom pose. You know, that face you give your kids when they do something they're not supposed to do. And just look in the mirror and celebrate you. All right, get out there. Everyone else is out there celebrating themselves. Like I said, you can sometimes be on the field of life in that game of motherhood and feel as though no one's in the stands cheering for you. God is there cheering for you, and you need to celebrate yourself as well. So I hope you enjoyed these 7 tips on how to build your own empire as a mom. Actually, it was 8, right? Blame the math on the mom brain. 8 tips on how to build your own empire as a mom. Actually, I'm going to do a little webinar that will go in a little bit more of an in-depth explanation on the steps you need to take to build your own empire. So if you are interested in that webinar, please go ahead and click the link below, and we will get started on getting you out there and building a community ourselves with the Mama's Confidence. You go, mom. Get out there and get started and do it today. There's no need to wait any longer. My name is Jessica Walker. I am the Happy Mom and Your Confidence Maven. Please follow us on Twitter at Jaw Speaks, and also follow us on Facebook at Mom and Me, which is our nonprofit organization, the other side of Jaw, which is Jessica Advocates Wellness. Has a great ring to it, right? But anyway, so Jessica Advocates Wellness, which is Jaw, at Jaw Speaks at Twitter, and on Facebook at Mom and Me, and Mama's Confidence also has a Facebook page as well. So Mom and Me is a nonprofit organization for mothers experiencing stress, anxiety, and depression. So I'll just be posting some little uplifting messages there. Feel free to follow us on either of those channels. I am also on Periscope as well. So when you go through Twitter, it'll also link you over to Periscope, and I am there just occasionally and periodically on Periscope, posting uplifting messages as well as messages of funniness, because I am a comedian. Yes, I've titled myself that. It's my own title as a comedian, because you got to laugh to keep from crying sometimes. So anyhow, that's where I am. And I'm going to end this with: motherhood can be lonely, but it doesn't have to be. You have me, y'all, and I am here listening to all of your concerns and all of your stories, and I'm here to help you along on your journey to live a purposeful life, if I can say the word, as a mother and as an mom entrepreneur. So with that, I'm going to say see you on the other side of happiness. Bye.